Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt, and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episodes 7 and 8 of The Sopranos. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
I feel like every episode of the show gets better.
Yeah.
We're meeting a lot of people and a lot of stuff's going on. We're really getting the family dynamic, whether it be actual family or
Mafia family.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this show so far, and I think it's been a pretty strong first season.
Yeah, there's so much to love about it. It's such a unique take on a crime family. It feels like we're blowing through the show, but I know there's so much left, which is awesome to know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get into the next two episodes.
Me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Instagram, Twitch, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes.
Take a swing. All clear. Are you gonna confess this?
Starting his crime journey young.
Jumping jacks, 10 of them, count them down.
They drunk?
Maybe.
Okay, kickouts, boys. Floor.
Oh, they're gonna throw up.
Is that alcohol on your breath?
Oh, no.
It's gonna be red wine.
Yeah.
I got dust up the crack of my ass and I'm starving to death.
He stays until the union deems this workplace is free of hazard.
I'll get your money, okay?
They were drunk in gym class.
He's very sorry, Father Hagee, and he's going to be even sorrier when he gets home.
I'd be so afraid to discipline Soprano's son.
I've asked Dr. Galani, he's our school psychologist, to join us.
There's more going on.
Anthony sometimes has trouble following the rules.
Thinks he's above the law.
Yep.
Anthony could be ADD. Thorough evaluation.
All he needs is a whack upside the head. I don't know what the world's coming to if you can't do a little tarantella on the kids every once in a while when they step out of line.
It's doing a great job.
These other kids, you keeping an eye on them? The ones that are named Soprano?
Yeah, right?
And so what do we do?
He should be consequenced.
Oh, I'll give him some consequence.
I bet that gym teacher shit a brick when your little friend puked on his boots.
Want to encourage him, Uncle Joe?
Right?
Oh, his father was the same way.
Yeah, I wonder where Anthony gets it.
Stole a car when he was 10 years old.
Oh, great.
Yeah, let's not give him ideas here.
That stuff is wrong, and I don't condone it.
Yeah, sure. What did you just say?
He said, yeah, sure.
You are not to play Mario Kart, and every day you're going to ride your bike and visit Grandma.
It's not fair.
Kids.
I never saw any of that in Anthony.
Something's going on.
Maybe like he just learned out that his dad's a criminal.
You think he knows?
I don't know. She knows.
Really?
Whoa.
What makes you say that?
You know, she makes remarks.
He seems happy that he has that special relationship with his daughter.
I think pretty soon we're gonna have to talk to her about the business.
I feel like they've been very like collaborative today instead of like going at each other.
So you don't consider his behavior out of the norm?
No.
It's very much the norm for their family.
Maybe I don't want to admit there's something wrong.
Is he picking at the tongue of his shoe?
Telling me that you had intimate feelings for me.
I think I said I was in love. Well, I already got a girlfriend. 24.
You trying to make her jealous?
I guess.
Go easy on him now or press him a little harder?
What an odd session.
Yeah.
Anthony Jr., you get up. You are not lying around in bed all day.
I like the screaming to Anthony as Tony's doing the same thing.
Turn off that music. Your father is sleeping.
The pill just cancels everything else out.
Hey, Anthony, where's your old man? He said he'd be waiting outside. Pay attention to what those teachers tell you. You hear me, Anthony?
I like this look back into his early life.
Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about Liv, too.
Yeah.
Run!
Oh, it's got tiny legs. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what were you up to, Dad? Oh.
So I would assume that's his first
Experience
look
with...
into
Yeah.
what his dad did.
First time I ever saw him whack the shit out of somebody. You could tell he knew what he was doing. I didn't want him to do it to me.
So it was like the opposite. He got scared.
How did you feel about your father being engaged in illegal activities?
Who remembers?
I'm sure you remember.
Are you concerned that your son is going to find out about you? How are you going to handle that?
I don't know.
Well, he's talking to Meadow about it.
That's true.
Maybe Meadow will say something?
I mean, she kind of already has to Anthony.
No, I mean to Tony.
Oh.
Well, Meadow is one thing, but this is my son.
They knew. They love me anyway.
I mean, it's such a family business. At some point, everyone in the family needs to know to carry things on.
You did this in broad daylight? You want to spend 8 years in prison for a stupid stunt like that?
He keeps doing such like small stuff that can ruin things.
The quicker you answer, the faster we'll be done.
There's no guy? Or maybe he's watching South Park, and they give him an anal probe and it makes him fart fire?
Fart fire.
The doctors don't know anything yet. They just started the testing this afternoon.
You blame me.
I have 2 eyes.
And who do we blame our daughter on? Straight A student.
They shouldn't be blaming each other. Damn, I thought things were going better between them.
Yeah. He rode his bike to visit his grandma.
How come he's not in school? Oh, he's a big one.
Now half a brain is gone.
Whoa.
Whoa. Man, she's so different with him than anyone else.
They sent me to a psychiatrist all morning.
That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Oh, God.
Dad goes.
He doesn't.
Oh, no.
He doesn't.
He does too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. This can't get out.
He goes to talk about his mother.
I hate you.
Not everything is about you.
I like how Anthony's just eating while she's having a breakdown.
You made a remark. I'm not mad. I just need to know what you meant by it.
Yeah, come on.
There were all those guys at Uncle Jackie's funeral. Those were feds, right?
Yeah.
Said he ran some union that ripped off these pension things or something.
There's just too much information out there.
All right, come on, Go Goose. Give me a hand with this thing so we can get the algae scraped off your teeth.
All right.
That was okay.
It's probably in the genes, right? You know, this ADD thing. But what about pussy?
That's his name.
Sometimes I think about life would have been like if my father hadn't gotten mixed up in the things he got mixed up in.
I mean, it shaped his life.
He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it.
Wow.
Oh.
Damn, Junior. So he thought of Junior, not his dad.
Just thinking about my uncle. Used to throw the ball with me. And my sister came out.
Can I come too?
He said no.
Janice is a little snot.
Yeah, but it's daddy's little girl, and then the son is just kind of neglected. He's had these conversations with Meadow, but he's ignoring it with Anthony.
Don't want to hear about that stupid electric organ anymore.
It's not stupid.
The Boys. She's the lady from The Boys.
Mallory?
Yeah.
She was high-strung, my mother. Very dramatic.
I could stick this fork in your eye.
Jeez.
Mom, I'm going to the CYO to play ball.
Oh, is he gonna hide in the trunk?
Come on, Dad, let's go.
Yeah, where are they going? Clever kid to hide in the trunk like that.
I have no idea where this is going.
No. I mean, she seems always excited. To just like a fair? Damn, but he won't take Anthony? So this is where they meet. Damn, at the playground?
Okay, baby.
The clown?
What are the coats for?
Probably stole them and sold them. He's gonna have a rough time in jail.
Well, the guys brought their daughters so that when they did their business, it looked sweet and innocent.
But that also means that she's not the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, he was using her.
Yeah.
I saw him getting arrested.
Those stupid cops arrested the wrong guys. Show those fucking sons of bitches.
Is that the guy who got shot?
Maybe.
The man your father beat up?
Oh.
Oh.
Violation of his parole. But they told me he was in Montana being a cowboy. My son is doomed, right? I don't want him to be like me.
Have you communicated any of this to your son?
Not in so many words.
Probably should.
And what difference would it make?
People have choices.
She finally offers an opinion. You're born to this shit. You are what you are.
I mean, he just needs to look at his daughter as an example. She's in this world, but not.
He's gonna open a new supper club. He wants me to run it.
A supper club. I'd rather smother them with a pillow.
Jesus. That was hardcore.
Business headaches like you wouldn't believe.
We're getting a lot more about Livia.
Yeah.
He's headed in the right direction.
Where to? Overbrook State Mental Hospital?
No.
Shit.
You see what a good boy comes to visit his mother?
Wow.
Yeah, Junior's been good last few episodes.
That man is so full of himself. He makes me sick.
Maybe if she spills the beans to Tony, he can diffuse it now before it spreads.
True.
Oh, that Rocco Alatorre, he was a real go-getter.
What?
Dad want to go with him?
No.
You bitch.
You wouldn't let him.
What do you mean?
You threatened to kill the kids.
Maybe this was his chance to get out.
Mr. Sensitive now.
Oh.
Maybe you better talk to a psychiatrist.
What do you mean by that?
Everybody thought Dad was the ruthless one. You would have been the real gangster.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Damn.
God.
No evidence of learning disability.
Why don't you tell us the bad news?
6 out of 9. Anthony manifested 5.
So close, but not quite there.
He often has difficulty awaiting his turn and often fidgets with hands or feet.
He's like, wait a minute.
I mean, so what if he fidgets? He's in school. Who doesn't fidget in school? But he's gonna be fine.
I mean, technically he doesn't have ADD.
Frankly, I think he's right. And I don't think we should have to pay for this testing either.
Nice.
I feel like there was more. Like he was gonna go over more.
Probably, yeah.
You had the carriers Georgetown, Enterprise.
History Channel.
I'm depressed.
You're sad and you're angry because you did something stupid.
It isn't fair.
Got that right. This one's yours. You want nuts?
Yeah.
Some bonding time over some Sundays. Did he get drugged?
It's like floating.
Whoa, what?
Ever had our sausages?
Is that a body bag?
Yeah, is that the guy he killed? This show is definitely not afraid to just do random things every episode.
You fucked up. 1 in the table, 3 in my skull.
Oh.
Let go of me!
Gotta go check that table for that bullet.
I would have wrapped it. Congratulations.
Definitely just bought that on the way there.
Mama Olivia, como stai, darling?
I am nobody's darling.
You're definitely not.
Are you still seeing your other women, Lorenzo?
In public?
Federal indictments. Yeah. Indictments? What the fuck are you talking about?
Damn.
They're gonna want my ass. When'd you get your fucking wings?
It's like no one cares about you.
Tony, what do you think?
Yeah. Did he take his gift back?
Is that what he was doing?
I think so.
We're thinking, Uncle June, that everybody should do a little spring cleaning. That was my next comment.
Tony's doing a very good job of balancing
Control
Junior.
while, yeah, making Junior the boss still. Everyone's got to go take care of their stuff. Oh,
Where's the rest of the money?
It's everywhere.
I like how calm she is.
Maybe this isn't the first time.
I'm sure it's not.
Boot your computer, the cops are coming. Want them to see all that porno you downloaded?
Damn, Tony.
Oh, you better give me your jewelry.
I'm not giving you my engagement ring. This isn't stolen, is it?
Oh, no. That was definitely stolen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they already here?
That was rough. Is
Yeah, what did that say? You trying to write a script?
that the computer he just bought for
Yeah.
that couple?
He must have deleted the text.
Fucking asshole.
All right.
Doesn't know how to use a computer.
What do you think?
I gotta have the whole story flow.
And he's using real names?
Was he?
Well, I don't know. It said Rocco.
Hmm.
I have never seen you apply yourself like this.
I love movies.
I hope he gets to make a movie at some point.
I'm still not a fan.
He's got a lot to learn.
Mob stories are always hot.
Especially if they're based on a true story.
Shouldn't you put the script away for a while and get rid of evidence?
Yeah.
You stole this computer.
Oh no! The computer's evidence and what's on the computer's evidence.
Turn on channel 6.
Is that helicopter real?
Maybe.
Grand jury to investigate possible mob activities.
Someone's got to take this guy out.
Corrado Jr. Soprano was made new boss after the death of Aprile.
Oh, that's on TV?
What about these possible murder charges?
That's got to be so scary to watch that on the news.
Brendan Filone.
Oh, fuck.
No one would ever have ranked him as associate.
So offended.
Associate? Soldier? Fuck you.
Jesus.
You're offended that you're not being named?
Yeah, right?
Did they mention my name?
No.
She's like, are you dumb?
I have a patient.
Let me guess. Mother issues.
Yes.
What's he do, Mom? Is he in the mob or what?
He's not one of those crumbs they're talking about on the news.
To another doctor, you can do that, couldn't you?
Now I remember why we got divorced.
Yeah, fuck you, Richard.
People like him are the reason Italian Americans have such a bad image. Godfather, Goodfellas.
Good movies.
Yeah.
And at its height, the mafia in this country had less than 5,000 members.
Only 5,000?
That's not really insignificant.
To we, the 20 million.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice way to close that out. He's gonna do something stupid.
Just to get notoriety.
What? Get down here right away. We're exterminating. Get some Shoyadel and cannoli and shit for the guys.
How's he ever gonna finish his script?
That is definitely gonna be a problem, that script.
29.
Oh my god. How long does this take?
I'm next. Now get a fucking pastry box.
Gino, what can I get you?
Oh. He's following the rules.
No, he's not. That guy was first.
Was he? He was in the store?
No, but he's saying that he was first and he just walked out.
You come back in 10 minutes.
Well, here's the stupid thing that he's gonna do.
Why the fuck would you give me a hard time and talk to me like I'm nothing to worry about? Move it!
Oh!
I thought he shot him.
Stop shooting!
I'm on a power trip here.
Next time you see my face, show some respect.
Oh, took it too far.
That's what took it too far? There's a lot of steps prior to that were too far.
Took a number, it was his number. He should have got his cannolis.
Fuck this.
Hey, this fool you done. What's wrong with you?
You put that on the pool table.
This is no time to go in a raid, Christopher.
Like how he just shot some guy?
You'll be all right. They didn't even mention your name on television.
Oh.
Tony wouldn't have never known him if it wasn't for me.
I had no idea.
You're just rubbing it in.
Come on, get dressed. I'm taking you to brunch.
What's wrong? Tell me.
Thought I would take you out.
They're trying to get her out so he can hide stuff in the room.
I don't know if he's gonna hide stuff there or if he's checking it.
Buckle your seatbelt, Ma.
I can't find it.
Oh my god. Everything she does is annoying.
Wow.
It is to hide stuff in there, right?
Is that not a terrible idea? It's his mom. Or is he just like, well, if anything happens.
What, that she'll take the fall for it?
Yeah, like
I don't think she'll take the fall for money and shotguns for like a 90-year-old woman.
It just does not seem like the smartest place to hide all of this.
Especially, does the mom use any of this stuff? She's gonna open up one of these boxes and see all this shit. I mean, it would look pretty bad for the feds to go raid a retirement home.
I mean, it's his mom.
Planning a vacation, but you're not sure exactly when it will be.
Right.
Vacation.
Stop coming to your appointments, I will assume that you are on vacation.
That would be a good assumption.
Paulie, open the door.
It's a dump.
Yeah.
Place looks like a fucking sty. They're looking for a guy. Blew off a kid's toe.
Damn.
Been working my ass off on this movie script. But this fucking computer, I thought it would do a lot of it.
The computer would do it?
You ever feel like nothing good was ever gonna happen to you?
Yeah, and nothing did. So what?
Every character has an arc. Where's my arc? Haunting me in my dreams every night. I feel like he's trying to tell me something.
Why the fuck would he want to tell you you're in danger?
Yeah, why would he help you?
You know who had an arc? Noah.
Oh, okay.
Take you a minute?
Yeah. They're digging him up?
In the middle of the day?
Oh. Is that him? He was clean shaven. He's got a fucking beard now.
Oh, you know what? I read that.
Your beard grows after you die?
You're all worked up about my patient.
Man's a criminal, Jennifer. Finally gonna get to good and evil, and he's evil.
Don't even know the guy. You're right, but it's...
What the fuck is wrong with you? Drive the fucking car.
What is he mad about? The cannoli store guy or the dead body?
You shot some fucking civilian in the foot because he made you wait for buns? Just leave a fucking urine sample next time. You want to be a big bad guy, Christopher?
Yep.
Exactly what it is. Wants a name for himself.
Fucking regularness of life is too fucking hard for me or something. I don't know.
You are not meant for this life.
No.
Maybe I have cancer.
Cancer pop into your mind a lot.
Maybe he should go to therapy.
Is that backwards?
Yeah, right?
Fuck. Maybe you got a serotonin problem.
Take all his learning.
Prozac?
Yes.
You ever think about,
Fuck no.
You can like see that Tony wants to just be like, hey, try therapy.
Uh-oh. I thought he wasn't allowed to play video games.
Oh, you're right. But is this the feds at the door? Back door? Oh, fuck.
May we come in?
No.
We have a search warrant. We don't think it necessary to traumatize kids by kicking in doors.
Oh, shit. We're still in the first season.
They're not gonna find anything.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's on vacation.
Any quarters you can keep. Don't you tell me what you're looking for? Maybe I could save you some time.
They left the kids in there?
I guess so.
You're taking my computer. I have an English paper.
What about... Oh, I was worried about Anthony's search.
I'm very sorry.
Grosso, get something to clean that. Tony, we're gonna be out of here in a few minutes.
Clean up the bowl.
This is very interesting how, like, calm everything was.
Yeah.
One guy wasn't so bad.
And that guy that broke the bowl, he did that on purpose. What was his last name?
Brazo?
You think there never was a Michelangelo, where they treat people? Antonio Meucci invented the telephone, and he got robbed.
Where was this brought up before?
Who invented the mafia?
What?
Yeah, what?
Is there something you want to say to me?
I just like history, like you.
Can you just shut the fuck up about it?
Oh my God.
That was a good comeback, though.
I have to charge you for the missed session.
What if I got hit by a car?
But you weren't.
Because this is what it's all about, right? Motherfucking cock-sucking money. Feeling like I pour my heart out to a fucking call girl. Stick it up your ass.
Taking his anger out on the wrong person.
Yeah. It also does seem like a weird time to bring up money.
Yeah, she should have just sent the bill.
Right.
Like,
A woman from France will pull a string of light bulbs out of her husband's throat. This woman can relate.
Is this guy a comedian?
He's under enough pressure.
I'm sure he's telling his psychiatrist it's all his mother's fault.
Fuck, it's out.
I don't want there to be any repercussions.
Right, you just told him for no reason. I feel like the psychiatrist is going to be in danger now. If Junior thinks that there's like a rat out there.
It's Mommy. They mention your name in the newspaper today.
That's all he wanted.
It's been a while since we met for therapy.
is Junior?
Oh.
Concerned that your mother is treating this patient X. Don't care. I suggest you drop the patient.
What?
Jason, how would you like to see your mother? Never mind, I'm not gonna paint any graphic images.
Jeez.
That specializes in mafia depression.
Yeah, you're a therapist? You suck at it.
Louis Lepke Buckhalter. You know.
No, I don't know.
The son literally said he doesn't care. So why are they having this discussion still?
That was the worst therapy session I've ever seen. Oh, he's gonna go get a newspaper. I did it. I made it. Christopher, gotta get some more to frame. Oh, all of them?
Kid's got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah. All right. That was episodes 7 and 8 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
2 very strong episodes.
Yeah.
Dense.
It definitely felt slower.
Slower, but there was still just like a lot going on. It wasn't like a whole lot of movement in the storylines, but we were learning a lot.
That's true.
In episode 7, we saw a ton of flashbacks.
That did give us a lot more insight on some current characters.
Yeah, so we're seeing like when Tony first learned about his father and Junior, the fact that he looked back on Junior as
a father figure.
Yeah, that kind of heartbreak of seeing his dad taking his sister out, but then learning the truth.
Right, that he was only taking the daughter because that's what everyone else was doing as a cover for their meetings.
Yeah, we're seeing Liv, young Livia.
She sucked in the past more or the same as she sucks in the present.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that we're not fans.
No, I hate her.
But even in Tony's conversation with his therapist, he's talking about things that happened in his youth and he kind of brushes them off. And she even kind of brings them up as like a red flag, like, wait, your mom did what?
Right.
I think the biggest thing that stuck with Tony was the fact that his mom stopped his dad from letting them move, but it wasn't even just about that, it was how she did that. Like, she threatened to kill the children before she would let them move.
And then in the current time, she talks about how she's so like jealous of this family who's so well off and legitimate in Reno.
Yeah.
And then when Tony's like, you stopped dad from doing that. It was like, I could never control him. No one ever listens to me. Like, she's just always the victim, yet she is so clearly controlling almost everything in this show.
She's got a lot of leverage. I don't know anyone that really has pushed back on her. I would say that Carmela just kind of doesn't really put up with her crap, but she kind of does. I don't know. It's like a fine line where she just kind of brushes her off like, okay, mom, sure.
I really think it goes back to just the culture of the family respect and stuff, that there's like certain things that just seem off limit when they really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just respects her so much. They all have to come and meet with her and put up with her and stuff. But she's a horrible person. And clearly going back in time, she's always been horrible.
Yeah.
But that's the grandma or whatever.
See, I don't think that she's gonna get any better. I don't think she's gonna have any like redeeming qualities throughout the show, but she knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
She's very manipulative.
That's what it is. She knows exactly, like the whole Chris and Brendan situation. She very obviously said Chris is off limits, but you can scare him a little bit and you can kill the other one.
Yep.
In not so many words. And then this whole reveal to Junior about the therapy stuff. And then to be like,
don't bring it up.
Let's, I don't want any ramifications. Shut up. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you wouldn't have dropped that bomb. And it's like, that's your son.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she has no remorse for anything.
Yeah.
And even that respect thing also goes in line with Junior, where in the earlier episodes, Junior was pretty bad. He was doing some bad stuff, specifically to Soprano. Yet the way Soprano would always talk about it was like, well, he's my uncle, I love this man more than anything. It's not like it was frustrating, but that family thing limits how much you can do to control the situation around you. But then with these flashbacks, you see it in a different light, where Junior was seemingly his father figure. Right. So you give a little bit more credence to the fact that Tony really wants to protect Junior, especially in that like wedding scene.
Yeah.
It was obvious that like Soprano immediately picked up on the fact that Junior was feeling disrespected and stuff, and he immediately like diffused the situation, be like, no, we have to listen to Junior. I agree with everything Junior's saying.
Right. And then for him to bring up like the next fact that he's like, everyone should go home, do their housekeeping, all of that. And he's like, I know that's what you were going to next. And Junior's like, yeah, that's what I was going to say next. So Tony is doing a fantastic job of balancing things with Junior.
You can see how much therapy is actually helping Tony, going back to how he ended that episode 7 with his son, like giving him that time and attention of just a father and son moment together.
Even with Chris.
With Chris in the car to be like, what about seeing someone? Or, I heard about this serotonin thing. He's trying to drop these hints without just fully coming out and being like, hey, I'm in therapy and it's really helping me. You should try it.
Right. Really liked the parallels that you were pulling about the relationship with Tony and his daughter. I don't know if that was like the point of what we were watching, but I liked that it was like kind of like an underlying thing, even if it's not discussed again.
Yeah.
Just because the relationships are so important in this show.
Because I do feel like it's still probably male heir type of situation going on, where it's like he can view Meadow as outside of the mafia family, and he can have these honest conversations. It doesn't really scare him very much, but then when it comes to Anthony, it does. And I think that has to go with the idea that maybe at some point he thinks Anthony will replace him, like he replaced his dad, like his dad replaced his dad. That's just how it works, it seems like.
Honestly, I don't know if it's ever going to come up again or if we're just never going to see it, but I would be very interested to see what the results were from Anthony's tests, because obviously they're saying, borderline ADHD, having 5 instead of 6 of the
9
symptoms.
Yeah.
But I think that he was ready to talk about some other things that were going on. Even just like him talking about the horse, like the horse with the barn. And then the first thing that he said was that there was
the man
is missing.
Yeah.
So it was like, I looked at that. That wasn't the first thing that I thought of.
Man, I really don't know. I should take that test. I don't know what I was thinking of, but it was definitely not that there was a missing rider. I was thinking more about the horse.
Yeah, I was thinking about the horse. Like, why is the horse so far away from the barn?
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Let's break that down.
Stuff like that. I would be very interested to see, because I don't know if that had something to do with how Anthony feels about Tony.
I would assume that he's like, to just interpret it, that he feels that his dad is not there all of the time.
Right.
But like the reasoning was, he's going to go get food for the horse. So it's like, my dad's not here, but I know it's because he's working to provide for the family.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that he's not sad that his dad is gone.
But then he was like, or maybe he's just inside watching TV. Kind of like that juxtaposition. I don't know.
That's almost like being present without being present. Like, my dad's inside, but he's not paying attention to the horse.
Right. So, I don't know. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of that. And obviously, I think we're going to get a lot more with every session that we get with Tony is so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite part of the show are those therapy sessions.
We got a lot of insight on the families, whereas like Sopranos was in the past or dealing with Anthony struggling with misbehaving and stuff, kind of acting very similar to his dad. And then we also got insight on the therapist family.
Yeah, we saw a ton into her family, the kind of co-parenting dynamic that she has.
Her husband sucks. Her husband's therapist sucks.
And her husband's a therapist, right?
I think
that's kind of what I was gathering.
I think he works anti-Italian discrimination thing or something.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was just something he was passionate about.
I don't know, yeah.
But yeah, no, that whole scenario was so odd. Obviously, the son doesn't care. It was interesting to kind of get to see that family dynamic and that she's getting the pushback of not helping Tony. And she's like gung-ho, like, no, this is my patient. I'm still going to help him, until Tony crosses the line with her. And now she's like, hold on. She's a little more hesitant now. But I don't see Jennifer being someone that would just give up on Tony.
No.
That was so shitty what he did.
It's really hard because obviously we know the relationship is so intense that it's to the point where Tony is in love with her.
Or thinks he is.
Obviously we know why,
yeah.
But it's still kind of like how he said, he can't just turn those feelings off.
Right.
So then when you're like talking to someone and you tell someone like, hey, I'm going through a really hard time currently, this might affect some stuff in the future. And then when that does happen, and then for her to just kind of bring up money in the middle of their session, I can see how that would make him snap.
Yeah.
Him snapping is not good. Calling her a call girl and, raining money on her, not healthy.
No. And see, the interpretation I got, I think that she was in the wrong for bringing that up in their session. But I think this goes back to us seeing what's going on in her family life, is now she's like, I need to draw this line and I need to make sure that this is a professional relationship. And in my profession as a businesswoman, I need to make sure that you know that you are going to get charged.
Yeah, she's 100% in the right. She has to keep that line of, look, we're not necessarily friends. We're definitely not lovers, but we're not even friends to the point where I could just be like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. If you don't show up, it's okay. No, this is a professional relationship.
And we have a contract.
We have a contract.
Yeah.
That needs to be followed, or else it opens up the opportunity for that line to get blurred.
Right. So timing, horrible. I think she should have just waited, put it on the bill, and if he brought it up like, hey, I wasn't here for this. And she was like, well, and they could open that up for discussion.
Right.
While he's kind of pouring his heart out and
to
like
be like,
you said.
Yeah, by the way, you owe me money.
Yeah, it's not a good time. But I think that has to do with her home life and that pressure that she's getting from her ex-husband, her parents, or whoever those were. I mean, she's not perfect. She can't be. No one's perfect.
No one in this show is perfect. I mean, no one ever is perfect, but no one in this show is definitely perfect.
Yeah. But I love Jennifer. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the strongest stories in The Sopranos is just Tony and the therapist.
Yeah.
It still always blows my mind how this show is so heavily focused on just family and mental health, stereotypes. That was like a heavy, when they were having the dinner discussion about the stereotypes against Italians and all of their achievements, that we could still have moments that focus on the crime aspect, specifically with the FBI raid.
That was very interesting to me. The way that it all went down. Obviously, we knew it was coming. We saw it at the end of episode 6 that they're being watched.
Yes.
And then it was heavily discussed that they knew that this was coming, and that's why they had the time to clean everything up. But when the FBI gets to their house and, he's knocking on Tony's back door, he didn't break down the door. He's like, I know there's kids in there. All of those things, it just seemed very...
normal? Or...
Yeah, it was for what they're investigating. It seems like they would be harsher.
I could see that, harsher, more thorough. I mean, because it felt almost like these guys were maybe paid off. Not really, but that feeling where like they were very calm about coming in for the children, even when they were looking around the house.
They weren't like tearing things apart.
They
it was
weren't
like, let me take the computers.
Yeah, you see scenes in other movies, they're like cutting up the pillow cushions to look inside, and there's guys everywhere. Like there was 3 or 4 guys that we saw in there, maybe less. They were barely searching. They took some stuff, And then even the main FBI guy was like, oh, we're going to be done here in just a few minutes, to the point where they're just sitting there having dinner in the same house a few hours later. Like when you think of a raid, you think of just like tearing through that house.
Yeah, and maybe that's not realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we obviously don't have any experience with the FBI.
Yeah.
And we're going off of what we've seen in movies and stuff. Because even when you hear things on the news and everything, you're not really seeing the inside of that house that they just raided.
Right.
But it just did seem like so much more like chill, yeah, I guess. And we're only in episode 8.
Yeah, they already have the FBI searching through their house.
Yeah, I definitely thought there was going to be more of like an established
build up to when the FBI finally entered the picture and started like taking people out.
Like maybe
stuff.
season 2.
Not only have they already raided places, but they have everyone's name. They already know Junior is the boss. Like it's already public on the news and stories, newspaper.
Right.
It just seems like another daily thing to deal with. It doesn't seem like it's this big event that's going to happen. It just seems like that's part of the job, is dealing with these raids every once in a while.
Yeah.
To the point where it was like annoying for Carmela to be like, all right, here we go again. Like, give me the guns, take my jewelry, the wedding ring. He for sure stole that wedding ring.
Yeah, that was... She was not having that.
No.
Interesting dynamic with the FBI and their raid.
Yeah.
Last, I guess, like big storyline in the last 2 episodes is Chris. I really don't like Chris at all. I haven't really liked Chris since the first time that we met him.
There was only one moment so far when Brendan was like, hey, let's go steal a truck. And Chris was like, no, let's not. Like, what happens if the reason that everything is so messed up is because we are disorganized, we don't follow the rules, we're not listening to our leaders, we don't have structure. That was like a 1-minute conversation where I was like, that was very mature of Chris. Every other scene is him just doing something stupid.
He's on a power trip, which I don't even want to call it a power trip because he has no power.
It's like he wants a recognition trip.
Yeah, he wants attention, which he'll even take attention from the press and media on stuff that everyone else is trying to hide from. And he's like mad that his name isn't in the papers or on the news. And then he just keeps doing such stupid things. And I'm glad that like Tony had that conversation with him. And I think that Tony does a great job of being hard on him, but also like trying to get to the root of what exactly is happening.
Right.
But the whole thing is honestly annoying for me to watch. It's just like over and over again. And like his girlfriend, I like her.
Yeah, she's great.
I think that she's way too good for him.
For sure.
Which also pisses me off. Because I don't know. He's like a glutton for punishment on himself.
I think he has the potential for a great arc. He's like, where's my arc? I think he will go from this bottom feeding, doing the worst, tiniest stuff, like stealing watches, robbing from these trucks, shooting someone for cannolis.
Yeah.
Like, I guess what I see is the most room to grow. Everyone else seems very established, whereas he can change so much. So I would want to see that, and I would be really excited. I think there's a huge opportunity to see him grow into someone that you really root for. But right now, it's just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're putting everyone in danger, shooting this guy, digging up old bodies in the middle of the day. What?
Yeah, no, everything he does is dumb, and he doesn't think it through. He also has this complex that he thinks he like deserves more. Like he deserves that he is made already because of the kill that he did. Like he just thinks that he deserves things when it's like, that's not how this works.
Yeah, he keeps doing stuff trying to get promoted, essentially.
Yeah, it's all for attention.
Yeah, he just needs more structure. He needs help for sure.
Yeah.
And he needs more structure. And then if he can follow the rules and listen to people, maybe he will work his way up in the family.
Yeah, I absolutely just have a feeling this script is gonna be
huge.
A big problem.
He's gonna put something in there that shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, I mean, he has said he has 19 pages done. That's kind of a lot. You could get a lot out. I will try to keep my disdain for him to a minimum, but he's
a character that I definitely think I'm going to like a lot more going forward. I just assume Whereas like his mom, from like day one, I've been like, there's no redeem. Like she could save everyone's life, and I'll be like, I fucking hate you. Go back to the retirement home.
It's not a retirement home.
Oh, nursing. No, it's not a nursing home. Retirement home's the better one.
Oh, it's like a community.
Retirement.
It's not a home.
It's a community.
Or whatever.
Whatever. She sucks. I still am so shocked again by like how open everyone is. We had that one moment, I think episode 1 or 2, when the restaurant guy's place burned down and everyone had like that very heartwarming conversation, and you're with just a bunch of gangsters and like mobsters and stuff. But then we also had a similar situation when Polly came in to check up on Christopher and was like, hey man, like this isn't really like you. This doesn't look like your place. Like talk to me. And he even like sat down and listened to him and gave his feedback. When you think of gangsters or mobsters or something, you think of just someone being like, stop crying, like we got people to kill. But he took the time to like sit down and open up, even though that was such a perfect line where he was like, don't you ever think something good is gonna happen to you? And he's like, yeah, and nothing ever did. And now I'm here. Like, okay.
Oh, he's very self-aware.
Yeah. For a show that's so dialogue heavy still, I don't know if it'll ever change to more fast-paced stuff, but for so dialogue heavy, the dialogue is out of this world amazing.
Yeah. So impressed with the show every time we watch an episode. So I'm excited to see. I mean, I guess we're a little bit more than halfway.
We're more than halfway done with the first season, so that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.